Hello, my dears. Okay, we are now on chapter 8, or we're done with chapter 8 actually. So we are halfway through our book at this point, only halfway through, and it's only going to get more exciting. So there's a link at the bottom, and we're going to go ahead. There's our novel study layout. Go ahead and pause it if you need any of this information, but it's always there for you. Okay, so after you've read chapter 8, either on your own or with the class during office hours, you are going to answer these questions. Your written response is, why did Brian's father and his friend Terry come to him in his dream? What were they trying to get him to understand? And why was this such an important message for Brian to understand for his survival? So I asked you a couple different questions. They're all kind of looking for the same type of answer. But I just want to make sure I asked it in a couple different ways for you to help you understand what exactly I needed you to figure out. So why did they come to him in his dream? What were they trying to get him to understand? And why was that message that they were trying to get to him important for him to survive in the wilderness? Okay, so another reminder from the last couple weeks, I've seen a couple of you not do this. Make sure you copy down these 3 questions that I put and then respond underneath. And this answer for yourself needs to be at least 5 sentences. So the last one said 3 to 5 sentences. This one I want at least 5 sentences or more. As always, go back and look at the PDF if you need to figure out. Maybe you don't know why they came to him or you can't remember. In that case, don't guess. Go to get the PDF link so you can look back at the chapter and make sure you understand. This is chapter 8, so you just need to find chapter 8 on the PDF link. Go ahead and pause it right here if you need to before I go to the next spot so you can make sure you write down the question. Okay, and then your vocabulary, you still have your same words that you had from chapter 7, crude, rivulets, gingerly, embedded, tendrils, and gratified. At this point, since we are already on chapter 8, you should have already found the dictionary definition, so you should know what these words mean. So now your task, always for the second chapter of the week, now you're going to use those words in a sentence. So I should have 6 sentences from you, each using the word correctly based on the definition you found for it from chapter 7. Again, pause it here if you need to write down those words before I go on to the next one, and always make sure you spell them right. That's why they are written there, so you do not mess up on the spelling for your vocab words. And your last assignment for chapter 8. I know a lot of you enjoy the visualization, and if you're not an artist, that's okay. You know Miss Contreras is not an artist either. So if you aren't, just do your best on this each week. But I want to give those of you who do enjoy the visualization and drawing a chance each week. So one of the chapters each week, if you haven't noticed, one of the chapters has had a visualization activity for you to get those drawing skills out. If you are not a big drawer, again, I understand we're not all artists, but I still need to see you putting in that detail. So after reading chapter 8, draw a picture of a part of the chapter that you were able to visualize, that you saw in your head. This chapter contained a lot of detail, so be sure you include specific things in your drawing that are described. So if the author was describing certain things, whether it's the background or what Brian was doing or what Brian was seeing, those are the types of things that I should see in your drawing, because whatever the author described is what should be helping you visualize that in your head. And just a reminder, be sure to explain underneath the picture what part of the chapter it was. Some of you I noticed for last week, you drew a picture, but there was nothing underneath it or above it or around it. I should see an explanation underneath. Don't think that this is just drawing a picture. I need to know what part of the chapter was that picture really from? What did you visualize? What part of that chapter gave you the detail you needed to have a picture in your head? Okay, so that's your third assignment for chapter 8. As always, here's your 3 assignments. You have your written response for chapter 8, your vocabulary sentences, and then your visualization activity. Please, boys and girls, rewatch this video if you need to. Pause the video where you need to so you can write things down, and make sure you turn in all your assignments on your dojo portfolio when you're done so that you can get credit. And always reach out to me with questions if you have them, and I'll see you for chapter 9.